Hello, this is part 15. For me, it's about part 19 because I've tried several times to fix the errors that I realised when I started recording episode 15 the first time. But the errors were too great for me to fix quickly, and I needed to find a way to do it. We need to, if you look at, if we go into edit mode, you're going to see the problems I mean. So first, the mirror issue I should have fixed at the beginning because now it's done this. So loop cuts end, they don't follow through because they're dealing with n-gons and overlapping faces. So as you can see, the loop does not continue, and it should do because this is all should be all quads. It doesn't make a huge difference to the visibility, to how it looks, the aesthetics, but it makes a massive difference to me if I know that the geometry is a bit screwed. So I tried several ways to fix it, and I believe I've now found the way to do so. But what concerns me is that I have already texture painted this. But let's see what happens, because it needs to be fixed. There's no getting around it. So I'm going to put my keyboard on. I'm going to tab into edit mode, and I want to delete including the middle line, because as you can see, the middle line is all messed up. I could delete up to that line, but then we've got this one. It means going through and messing around and changing it. So I'm just going to apply. We need to apply the mirror modifier first because I want the texture to be on the other side. Because now if we check in render, viewport render, we've applied this texture on this side as well. So you can see it's just a mess. We need to edit that. So we're going to delete the entire left side, including the middle line. And then we're going to select, we're going to put a mirror modifier on. We're going to select all, not all of those. Double click this line. We'll see what happens when we bring that together. Make sure clipping is on. And then we're just going to, in fact, extrude, EX. Let's extrude that. And another one, EX. Now, what's that look like? Much better geometry. I did screw up this bevel thing for this thing. I mean, it's still quads, so I think we can actually get away with just leaving that alone. The quad stops there, and I think it's just because of that. But actually, I think because this doesn't need to be this edge loop here does not need to be quads. So, I mean, it needs to be n-gons. So I'm just going to select these and try and fix this. So I'm going to make all them at center. So now that should be a quad. And then I just need to do all these at center because there's no reason to have this last. Oh no, there is a reason, but we're going to fix that reason because I put these things here are what caused the issue. So I need to fix that before we finish. So yeah, I'm just going around joining them at center because I want my quads back. I do not want these n-gons. It's laborious, cancel. I know, but it's my own stupidity. And let's just delete this whole thing, X faces. And we'll just close that gap. Last. Go away. So that one and that one. These two. In fact, don't loop cut select because you might end up selecting. No, you can't because it's a mirror. Ignore me. Okay, not far, not far. That's got to be most of them. And then finally, Wally will be fixed and ready to go. There is likely a way to do this quicker by probably selecting these loops and merging them together with auto merge on, but I started manually, so I'm going to finish manually. Nearly there, nearly there. Sorry about this. It sucks. But so does making mistakes so early on and not realizing until late on. Okay, and I'm going to just select all of those, join them at center, and then we don't need this loop. I mean, these extra vertices. Okay, has that fixed the problem? There is still an issue here. Why is there an issue here? Oh, join them. Don't do that. Let's turn off the bevel. There, that's why. Q, dissolve vertices. Finally. Okay, so all our loop cuts are back. Beautiful. And we need to fill this hole, which shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to solo that. And what happens if I go F there? Perfect. Now, they really should auto merge. They did. Okay, this is way easier. Nope, that didn't work. I'm going to bring that back on the Y bit. What's the issue here? We've got that's the one I should select. Yes. And then this is probably going to go over the clipping. There we go. Let's join that. That should be okay. Although, why has this got an extra? No, we're not having that. And let's join them at center. There's no reason because that's not anywhere else. Okay. It's not on this side, is it? No. So that should give us a loop around the bottom. Hey. So now, if we press F, it should fill up nicely. No, wrong one. That one did. And we'll select them and make sure we're selecting the right. No, you've selected one down here. Okay, and these should happily join in the middle. And auto merge. They didn't auto merge. Thanks for that. So at center, did that? Yep. Did that? Yep. Did that? Yep. Okay. Right. Fixed. Sweet. Whew. Okay. Now we will do that thing. We're going to have two of them, but we're just going to make that loop cut, and we're going to check how that loop cut has gone around the rest of the geometry. As expected, it's just nice. Okay. Right, and now we're just going to extrude. In fact, we can make two, so let's do another one here. And select both of these. Extrude on the Y. Rotate on the X. Cool. Bevel. Awesome. Okay. All right. So now, what I had started to do, this might be a bit longer, is just create this. And I was going to do it in Photoshop, which would take seconds, but not everyone uses Photoshop or has it, or even has ever used an image editing software. So we're going to do this with shapes and emissions. So But we need to get this little shape coming out of here. Should we apply the mirror? Yes, why not? So apply the mirror, select a bunch of faces, and then inset with eye. Not that much. Insert a little bit. And just come forward on the Y a little. Then extrude that again. It's already picking Z, which isn't correct, but alright. Not that far. There, and then inset that and extrude back. Okay. And it's kind of... Do I want... Let me just turn off the bevel a second. No, leave it. Okay. And while we've got those faces selected, let's just make a new material. New, we'll call it black. Black. And assign. And let's put that as black. And metallic, because it's on metal. A little bit less specular, a bit more roughness. Barsh. Okay. And now we might as well start making these. So this is going to be pretty simple. Mesh, plane RX90, S, and that's just, it's already sitting on the face. So I'm going to bring it forward very slightly. It's sitting on the face because I put, sitting on your face, because I put my 3D cursor there. So that's snapping to this face. So I know that's just in front. And I'm going to extrude that on the X, GX, and I am going to, let's make a new material for that. Just click the BSDF, Shift S, and then we want an emission. Make it like a vibrant greeny yellow all the way up. We'll make it 20. And then let's just array that simple plane down array. Not on the thingy. Is it on the -Y or the -Z? It's the -Y. And let's just put that many. Let's take that plane upwards, remove the array, and we just actually let's take that all the way so it fits the entire width like that. It needs to start at the same place. Okay, and let me just take these two over a bit, make that more central, and then just put a bunch of loop cuts in. Let's put a bunch in, that'll do. And then we're just going to delete some of these faces at random. You, X faces. We'll duplicate that, Shift DZ, rotate it on the Y by 180, GZ, and let's make this. So we'll get a cylinder, rotate it on the X by 90, drag it down to the right size, and then if we select just this loop, this edge ring, and then check a deselect, which is in select, check a deselect, and then we want we want to extrude this, but we don't want it to get fatter that way, which is the Y-axis. So we just press ES Shift Y, and it will straight up. Okay, now head over to X-ray and side, and we're just going to delete. We only want that front face, so we don't need any of them. Goodbye. And that needs to go backwards. Oh yeah. Hello. GY. And that needs the same material. Link materials. Let's just put 2 of them, yeah? Let's put 2 of them. Might have one a little bit smaller. In fact, let's make 3 of them. and make them both smaller. Where did they go? Why did they go? Scale, shift. Right, once you duplicate that, scale, shift, Y. I don't know why it's going back on the Y. Doesn't make a great deal of sense, as it's a 2D shape. And then one more, and we'll make that S, shift, Y. We'll make that smaller. In fact, let's just put 2. Shift, X. Push. It's a control panel. And I believe this needs to be, this surround needs to be that eye silvery metal colour. So I'm just going to select these loopies. Not that one because we've already got it. And under the materials, I believe we want eyes 1, assign. Okay. Let's have a look at him. I'm going to add a bit more detail to the body. I'm not too chuffed with how it's very flat and bland. But that's not going to take long. Okay, so that's our... Let's move this over. And let's SX that. This and this could do with being thinner. There we go. And let's make this grill thing. Again, this would be very simple. I might just turn shadow on so I can see where the gaps are. Let me turn it up. Turn it up. Okay. So let's 3D cursor there. Mesh plane. RX90. Drag it down. Drag it forward a bit. And then we're just going to get it full. About that big. And no. SZ. GZ. Bit thicker. GZ. A bit fatter. Okay. So let me go to that menu. Let's put that many. And let's put 2 of them, and we're going to control B bevel those, and we're going to put a loop at the end and a loop at the end. Okay, and now let's select these faces. Sorry, auto. And SZ. No, change this to individual, so full stop or period, individual, and chuck on a solidify, clink, make it a little solidy, GY, just so it's peeking out, of the shape, there, apply. I don't know what's going to happen if we apply scale, and if we apply bevel, it works all right. So with these guys, just the ones we've already got selected, cancel. I need that back on bounding box center and global. EY. Put bevel back on. How's that look? All right. And then I should really have just have another plane. RX90. Escape down. Oh, my thing's not turned on. Blast. Okay. Yeah, scale that up a bit. We want that to come forward. I guess about as far as that. And we're going to want it here. SX. GX. Okay. Again, solidify. Make it solidy. And apply. And we'll just put a loop cut in the middle, Control B. And then ES, might as well. Put Shift Z. We don't want it on a Z. I didn't wait. Let me just apply my scale first. Check the bevel. Perfect. Okay, Control B that loop, but I want a small one. No, hang on, we can do more detail than that. Once you've done that, put another loop there and another loop there. And these loops we're also going to do like this, so that we can at least get an interesting shape rather than a line. And that's funky. There we go. Oh, I should have just double click that and then control click that. Then E, extrude it on the Y. Okay, let's sort the bevel out. And now the bevel's decided to start working. And if I apply scale, it won't make any difference. That's wonderful, that is. That makes sense. So let's see if we can just manually select. So have your edge select, get off, and then select sharp edges. But we don't want, let's solo that. That doesn't matter. But I don't want that edge or that edge. Well, I do want that edge. And any of this at the back. Jesus. That's awful. Delete that. No, don't delete it. But we are going to make, I'm going to shift right click. We're going to do that again. That is terrible. Terrible work. Let's just make that the same shape, the size again. SX. Okay, now we can delete that one. Solidify. We're going to make the solidify thicker. I think that's where that went wrong. So it's going right in there. Apply. If I apply scale, is that going to screw up? Okay, I'm going to leave it on this time. That's what I'm going to do. All right, now let's do that again. We'll bevel that middle one. Tiny amount. We'll put 2 loop cuts in, bevel them. A tiny amount. And then we want this loop. No. This loop. Damn it! This loop. So that's, yes, that's gone all the way around. Oh, blast. We also need one up here. Control D. Okay, let's select this loop again. Stop it. Stop it. I just want this. Thank you. Control that. And then let's just add these bits. And let's ES Shift Z. We're going to just take them in. It's not really that problematic. And it's retained the bevel. The bevel just loses it when it does that. I don't understand. Never mind. Okay, so let's. These two need to be the same. No, let's do. Yeah, let's see what eyes 2 looks like. Let's just zip over. Yeah, we need to shift select that. Link materials. We might as well. No, we need to cube project these. Like that. We also need to fix his body, don't we? Cube projection. I think I might prefer the wheels actually for that. Wheels. Yeah, I do, I think. Wheels. Let's try wheels. One of the ones where I've reduced the edge wear. No, that's too bright now. That'll do. Maybe Maybe the wheels need a little less roughness. Let's have a look. Getting a little bit too much of a reflection there. Oh, it's not making a gosh darn bit of difference. Weird. Yeah, alright, it's a bit of detail, isn't it? Okay. Now, yes, to fix this, we've applied the mirror, didn't we? Yeah. So we need to select the front faces only. Not these. Not those. Not those, because we've already got the texture in place on the sides. And then Q projection. So that will just put it back to where it should be. And there's something, yes, we need to, I was going to just make up some shapes to cut out of his body to make it a bit more interesting. So I'm going to, and you can do whatever the hell you please here. I'm just going to look for areas that might be interesting. Might be interesting to extrude them down. I'm going to take these three and these three. I'm going to inset them I'm pressing I twice. I'm going to EZ, then I again. Let's make them a little bit smaller. EZ, and then with the bevel, there's a bit more detail in that. And then maybe something at the back. I think I will just I might just bring them up. Like that. Yeah. Just a bit more detail in it. Right, let's have a butcher's. Let's have a butcher's. We might be done. We might be done here. Oh, wait, no, one thing I've missed. When we Q projected, we lost our white area. I've got to do this again because this is a different wally shape because I messed up so bad with those face issues. Okay, that'll do. And then let's just select that and that. And new. What am I doing here? Oh, we can probably just assign it to that. It's just a plain white material. Stop it. That must be to do with the edge wear. But you know what? No. Ah, you know what? It's fine. It looks cool. We don't need these after all. Just check the eyes. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all we need. Oh, hang on. Let's just look at the front. Let's just put a bit of detail in the front. It looks like he's got these little chunks. So I'm going to put loop cut there. I'm going to take that one. You know what? And let's just do another loop cut. That's 2 in, 1, 2. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and then extrude inward. And let's just do a tiny. No, don't do that. Look at your reference, Nick. Look at your reference. Doesn't matter about the bottom. Hey, you know what? I think that might just do the job. Oh, we need to select them. Just select that. Ink materials. I think he's done. I think that's it. Don't miss anything at all. I mean, you can add more detail if you like, but I'm pretty happy with that. What do you reckon? Is it alright? Yeah. Warloo. Ooh, I'm happy. I think that looks cool. It looks like Wall-E. So we're done. 15 parts. Is it? Oh, look at that. Spot on half hour as well. Oh, man, thick at this. Wicked. That's it. As I say, I'm probably going to do a bonus episode afterwards, so that I'll put him in a scene, I'll pose him. But in terms of him being done, I could go a bit. Let me just check. Oh, got it. Yeah, we're done. I just want to look at the edge wear again on Wall-E, because I think I need it further. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was looking for. Maybe a little bit less than that, you know. Just a hint of it around the edges, though. You see, just a hint of it. There is a bevel on it. Yeah, it's just not massive. Oh, wait, one last thing. Let's get my thing on. I'm going to, I did this before and it all went wrong, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to select all edges. No, I'm not. I'm just going to select sharp edges and just have a look at areas that I can just manually bevel without Christ. Maybe I can get away with just a tiny bevel. Right, we're going to try it. I'm going to turn off the bevel. We don't need a bevel at the bottom here, but let's just see what happens. I mean, it adds triangles, but the bevel doesn't work anymore, so that's pointless. But I think that's fine. I'm going to... Yeah, we're done. We're done. You have now created Wall-E. Apologies if it's been confusing at times. It was for me, but I'm happy with that. Wicked, awesome. You've been you. I'll see you in the next ones. Farewell.